Hello everyone, welcome to the online lecture series in the course Information Theory and Coding. The contents of today's lecture are from Unit 3 Channel Coding. This is the second lecture. In the previous lecture we have discussed linear codes and single parity check bit code. In this lecture we will be discussing repeated code and Hadamard code. What are repeated codes? In a repeated code, a binary 0 is encoded as n number of zeros and a binary 1 is encoded as n number of ones. There is only one information bit, k is equal to 1, and the total number of bits in the code word are n. So the redundant bits are nothing but n minus 1 because n is equal to k plus r and k is equal to 1. That's how we get it. The rate of the code is given as k by n. Since k is 1, in this case it is 1 by n, and hence repeated codes are also called as rate 1 by n code. So we shall have a look at rate half code first. So what is the rate half code? In this case, a 0 is represented by 2 zeros and a 1 is represented by 2 ones. So basically n is equal to 2 because there are 2 bits which are used in place of 1. Both the bits are same. So the redundant bit, first any one of the bit is a message bit, and maybe the second bit you can consider as a redundant bit. If at all you see both the code words, both the bits are different in the two code words and hence the minimum distance is true. In the rate 1 by 3 code, a 0 is represented by 3 zeros and a 1 is represented by 3 ones. As can be seen, n is equal to 3. So one message bit is already there and the 2 extra bits are added. So r is equal to 2. And the minimum is equal to 3 because all 3 bits in both the code words are different. Similarly, rate 1 by 4 code, as it is obvious, a 0 is represented by 4 zeros and a 1 is represented by 4 1 and so on. So, in order to correct t errors, we will require r is equal to 2 times t parity bits, and therefore n can also be written as which is written as r plus 1 can also be written as 2t plus 1. So repeated codes are also called as 1 upon 2t plus 1 codes. So if at all we want to correct a single error, t is equal to 1, when we substitute t is equal to 1 here, we get n is equal to 3. And hence rate 1 by 3 repeated code is required to correct a single error. That means rate 1 by 2 code cannot correct a single error. It can only detect a single error. Similarly, if at all we want to correct 2 errors, t is equal to 2 and n will be equal to 2t plus 1, that is 5. So we require a rate 1 by 5 repeated code in order to correct 2 errors. Rate 1 by 3, rate 1 by 2 and rate 1 by 4 codes cannot be used to correct 2 errors. Let's have a look at the parity bits. As we know that the parity bits are equal to the message bits. In this case, if at all you see rate 1 by 4 code, all the parity bits are the same. So we can write P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3 is equal to PR is equal to M because all parity bits are same. And there are R parity bits and hence we can get R parity check equations which can be derived from this main equation itself. So what are the equations? P1 is equal to M, or it can be written as P1 XOR M is equal to 0. Similarly, second equation is P2 is equal to M, or I can write it as P2 XOR M is equal to 0. Similarly, I can write for PR also. So these are the R parity check equations. Now let's have a look at the matrices for repeated codes. Generator matrix, as we know, it is made up of identity matrix IK and parity matrix, that is your parity submatrix. So since k is equal to 1, Ik reduces to identity matrix consisting of only one element, and P is nothing but of the order k cross r, k is equal to 1. So I get 1 cross r. So that is a single row matrix with R elements. Next, so this is the way we get the generator matrix. First is IK, which is a single element, and then is a row matrix with R elements. So since we have a row matrix with R elements as P, P transpose will be a single column matrix with R elements. So we have a single column matrix, and IR is nothing but identity matrix of the order R. So for it half code, we have K is equal to 1, R is equal to 1, N is equal to 2. So this is IK, this is P, but since R is equal to 1, there is only one element. Similarly, H is also of the same form. This is P transpose. Transpose of 1 is 1 itself, and this is IR, which is identity matrix of order 1. For it 1 by 3 code, K is equal to 1, R is equal to 2. So IK, this is IK, and this is a row matrix having 2 elements. And this is column matrix having 2 elements. And this is IR, that is identity matrix of order 2. Similarly, we can find the generator and parity check matrices for rate 1 by 4 code, rate 1 by 5 code, etc. The disadvantage of repeated codes is that it requires the use of significant bandwidth, as it is a rate 1 upon 2t plus 1 code. That means if at all I want to correct a single error, I require minimum 3 bits. If at all I want to correct 2 errors, I require minimum 5 bits, and so on and so forth. So instead of sending 1 bit, I have to send 3 bits at a time or 5 bits within the same interval of time. So the bandwidth increases quite a lot, and hence these codes are inefficient. We'll go to the next topic, that is Hadamard code. Hadamard code is an orthogonal code derived from an n cross n square matrix, which is called as a Hadamard matrix. I will explain to you what is the meaning of orthogonal code a bit later. And the rows of Hadamard matrix will represent the code vectors, and all these code vectors will have n bits each. So Hadamard matrix is represented as Mk, where n is equal to 2 raised to k. So what happens when k is equal to 1? We have a 1-bit data set, and that 1 bit is data set is transformed into code words by using a Hadamard matrix, and the Hadamard matrix is of this form. So this is M1 because it is Mk and k is equal to 1. So the Hadamard matrix of first order will have the first row as 0 0 and the second row as 0 1. Similarly, the first column is also 0 0 and second column is 0 1. So the data set is shown here. Since k is equal to 1, there are only two options, 0 and 1. And the code words for 0 is nothing but the first row of the Hadamard matrix, and the code word for 1 is the second row of the Hadamard matrix. So these are the code words, and the code words are made up of n bits, that is n is nothing but 2 raised to 1. Now what happens for 2-bit data set when k is equal to 2? This same Hadamard matrix cannot be used. Rather, this Hadamard matrix has to be extended to get a higher order Hadamard matrix, which is called as M2. And how it is extended is that by using 4 sub-matrices, so of the lower order. So in order to get M2, I require 4 times M1. And so there are 4 quadrants here. First, second, third quadrant, it is M1. In the fourth quadrant, that is the bottom rightmost column quadrant, we use the complement of M1. So rather than 0 0 0 1, I have 1 1 1 0. So this Hadamard matrix is used for k is equal to 2. So the code word for 0 0 is nothing but the first row of Hadamard matrix, that is 0 0 0 0. For the second data set, it is the second row. Third data set, it is the third row, and fourth data set, it is the fourth row. If at all you see these 4 code words which are generated, except for the first one, the rest 3 will have 2 zeros and 2 ones. That is 50% of zeros and 50% of ones. In general, the Hadamard matrix is n cross n matrix. Here n is 4, so it is a 4 cross 4 matrix. That is 2 raised, and n is nothing but 2 raised to k. So, and we can write the matrix in this form. So for any k, Hadamard matrix Mk is nothing but made up of lower order Hadamard matrices. So if at all we see for a 3-bit data set where k is equal to 3, we use the matrix of the order 2 in order to get the Hadamard matrix of the order 3. So we have it of this form: M2, 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 and this is M2 star. So basically this is the complement of M2. So when k is equal to 3, it is a 3-bit data set, and the code words are of n bits, where n is equal to 2 raised to 3, that is 8. So the corresponding to the first data set, I have the first code word which is all 8 zeros. Corresponding to the second one, I have the second row of the Hadamard matrix which is the code word, and so on and so forth. Again, if at all you observe here, all the code words except for the first one has got 4 zeros and 4 ones. And if at all you see, compare any two code words, you will see that they are differing in 4 bits. So 50% of the bits they are differing in, that is, in this case total number of bits are 8. So 50% is nothing but n by 2, which is 4 bits. So one code word contains all 0, and remaining code words will have n by 2 zeros and n by 2 ones. That is what I have told you. Each code word differs from every other code word in n by 2 places. Therefore, the code words are orthogonal to one another. Now, what is the meaning of orthogonal code words? Any two code words are said to be orthogonal if at all their dot product is equal to 0. Until and unless you take their own dot product. So if at all you take ci dot ci, then it will not be 0. But if at all you take ci dot cj, it will be 0. So basically, we check how many similarities and how many dissimilarities are there. So if at all you check any two code words, the number of similarities and dissimilarities will be same. So we have taken two code words, C1 and C2. There are 4 similarities as highlighted here. 4 bits are similar and 4 bits are dissimilar. So because of which, when I convert them into the bipolar form, 0 is represented as -1 and 1 is represented as 1 only. And when I multiply these bits bit by bit, -1 into -1 I will get 1, 1 into -1 I will get -1, 1 into -1 I'll get -1 again, in such a way that C1 dot C2 will be equal to 0. So that is the reason I can say that these code words are orthogonal to one another. But when I do C1 dot C1, I will get 8 because all will be having the same signs. So here there are equal similarities, equal dissimilarities, so it becomes 0. Now the parameters of Hadamard code are n is equal to 2 raised to k, r is nothing but n minus k, which is 2 raised to k minus k. Minimum distance between these code words is n by 2, and the rate is nothing but k upon 2 raised to k, because n is equal to 2 raised to k. We have disadvantage of Hadamard code, which we shall check in the next class. Thank you very much. The next lecture will be dealing with other topics on linear block codes.